Hiya, Cosmic Cat here. Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. This is a scrying session I had today. It's pretty long. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Please, by any means, if you are able to be in a quiet space for this, maybe even grab yourself a pen and paper or well, it's already recorded, so you might want to watch it over a few times just to get the message. It's a pretty deep message I had today. It's a lot about awareness, purging that keeps coming up, but there's a lot of other good information here. So let's get started. The 5-minute meditation I had beforehand, what I first saw was ash. So it's as if something was able to be purged. It is all ashes now. So it's left there. It's burnt. Perhaps you've sent some energy up to Saint Germain or Archangel Mary for release, of letting go. Maybe you're in the process of purging, letting something go that has served its purpose for you. It means that it's something that worked its way through your cycle of life, and it's now ready to be released because there's nothing left for it to serve you with. It's fulfilled its purpose, and now it's time for it to leave your energy space. Okay, it's time to release. May be difficult to do. It could be something. So this is for those of you who still have it lingering, still have something that you haven't quite let go of. It could be an addiction, old habit, a way of life. It could be a way of expressing yourself, anger, temperament, impatience. We are in Aries season, and Aries does have that impatient energy. Mars it's ruled by Mars, and Mars holds that temperament and anger. Okay, so if you're having those feelings and emotions, it's normal process to have that. It's how we work with it. It's how it's allowing that uncomfortable feeling to have its space, allowing space for it. Okay, so it could be something that you've held on to for a long time, perhaps even a lifetime. And I already said that. It's funny, I'm saying something that I already said. Could be a habit. I did put away. I wrote could be a habit, comma, away. That's all I said. So I don't know if that's a way of life, a way of being. Away is in abandonment, running away, issues of that. Guilt, shame, control, old patterns, ego mindset. Becoming aware. You're now becoming aware of your surroundings, your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, what you'd like to see happen for yourself. The old way isn't working for you anymore. And so who is it that has learned this and learned that the old way isn't working for you anymore? You chose a new path. So this is where the awareness is coming in. You chose a new path, asked for assistance, and now the guides are here to help you. And they're saying shadow work must take place. You must learn about your ego, how to balance your ego, where it is, knowing where it likes or where it lives. Sorry, my writing, I wasn't able to read my writing too well there. But where it lives, when it's around, being aware of your ego so that you can better manage your ego. And when it's coming in, the ego lives in a fear-based mindset. So when the fear is creeping in, when you're allowed to actually be aware of it and say, okay, ego, thank you for showing up. Please get in the back seat. It's time for me to drive. How do you look out of your left eye? How do you look out of your right eye? So I'm being called to guide you to actually do that physically. Maybe not right now at this moment, but if you feel like that's when you need to do it. Please follow what your intuition and your gut is guiding you, okay? This is a team effort. It's a community. It's a way of working together. We're all going through this process. We're all living in this life, in this world, okay, together. So when you do, how do you look out of your left eye? How do you look out of your right eye? It's different, right? What does it look like out of each eye? Is it different, or does it look the same? Are there any differences? This is actually for you to point out. I said it's different, but that's for me, so that's my own perspective. But this is, but they're asking you, what does it look like when you look out of your left eye? What does it look like when you look out of your right eye? Do you see any differences? Is there light? Is there dark out of each eye? So write that down for yourself, okay? When you feel joy, when you feel sorrow, stay centered. Meditate. Call on the Divine Mother to help you. Find out who your Divine Mother is. What does it mean to you when I say Divine Mother? Is it Mother Mary, Archangel Mary, Gaia, Mother Earth, one with Creator, Lady Nada, Shiva, Kali, someone else, something else? Who is this for you in this moment? Does it matter, or do you just call on feminine energy? These are things to ask yourself and to raise. It's all about raising awareness, okay? On your path, on your journey, it's raising awareness about where you're at, what you're doing, because it's unknown, because it's new or potentially new. And oftentimes, sometimes if we do it all the time, we get too comfortable and set in our ways, and we have this system about it. And we're being asked to not place a system on it right now at this time, okay? Also remember that it is the year of the serpent. Remember that it's time to shed skin, old skin that doesn't. I want to make sure that I'm reading and not just saying things that aren't really good for us, but it's time to shed old ways. It's time to let go of pain held on from prior ancestors, feelings you have regarding witches, regarding what happened to women, even unmarried women who knew things, who had gifts and talents way beyond anyone else on earth, that had the same body vessel form, the same structure, but were unique and special and had gifts. So these women, these divine beings, divine feminine energy, the witches, the ones that knew beyond any knowing that had been sensed on earth before, it was intimidating to others. It caused fear in others. It caused others' ego to respond in ways that they felt they needed to protect themselves from that source, instead of embracing the information that was being sent down, that was like a download, that all of the things that many of us are doing today that is actually being accepted now, that at one time was rejected, and not just rejected, but abused. And let me get back into this before I go further, because that message will come. But this is trying to get you to see and understand. So yeah, human beings that had a same body vessel form as you, same structure as you, but were unique and special and had gifts and magic. Instead of being honored for their gifts, they were tortured, burned, and the burning was painful. This burning still causes sorrow on this earth. This burning still affects each living soul because it not only burnt witches, but also their knowledge, their gifts, their wisdom, the truth. It burnt all of that as if to say it doesn't matter. And it raised doubt, and it raised the ego, it raised the fear, and it blocked the energy of allowing the connection to the divine. So if you try to connect, even though we all have this capability, we all have psychic abilities, we all have power within us to be who we want to truly be, yet we all also allow distractions and fear and blockages, and it's a blockage. It created a massive earth blockage for everyone. Now it's now being like more and more, we're being able to swim through. The veil keeps thinning more and more. We're breaking through those layers, and we're transforming. And the more that we transform and the more that we break through those layers, the more that this knowledge that was once shared with us, that we destroyed, is now again being able to come back into fruition. Sorry, that was a little kitten, and his name is Love. Okay, so during the scrying session, when it first started, I saw a pony. Who has a pony? It's funny, I said that, and then we have our baby here, a little unicorn. Light and dark. I saw light and dark. And then the moon holds the earth. That was what I heard. The moon holds the earth, which is to say feminine energy holds the earth. Do not allow your do not allow your conditioned mind or ego to deny this truth. Women are mothers, close to the divine. For this, powerful, loving, also very fierce women have suffered tremendous amounts of pain for centuries, since the beginning of time, the beginning of their existence of human beings. Women have held the key. Remember the key. And anytime you're ever in a meditation looking for a key, remember who holds the key. Women have been raped, as if to say it's okay. Tortured, battered, beaten, bruised, burnt. And as I say this, my gut is like, I don't know if you heard it, but it was almost like, it was gurgling, and it was almost like screaming. So, I mean, that even shows that's a sign for me that even I still hold this pain, this suffering within myself. And it's for having knowledge and wisdom that only they carried. And it's not just for them having the wisdom and knowledge, it's when they actually wanted to share it with the world to help others. Their effort and wanting to help others created pain and conflict upon them, and even death. The wisdom, having knowledge and wisdom that only they carry. And it's not because they're evil, because they know what you do not know. They know what you do not. And you feel threatened. So you want to eliminate them. And when I say you, this is how they're saying it to me. They're saying it in the way of it's trying to gain us understanding. not physically, not like I physically or you physically want this, but the ones that, fear witches, that hate them, that feel like they're cursing the world and that they are not, raising the vibration. The ones that have that are ego driven, those are the ones that are the use when it comes to, you feel threatened, so you want to eliminate the witches, the knowledge, the feminine energy that just simply wants to unite and be as one in this world. And you want to eliminate, which creates a good and bad space. It creating a good or bad space, which didn't exist before. Before, everything just was. And I paused, and what came to speak was, it is. It is. Which goes to say that, before it just was. Maybe perhaps before those who were enlightened or who knew things shared their information, before they brought up to help others, it was fine. It just was. It is. Perhaps maybe even they were learning. The feminine energy can be very loving, caring, and safe. However, if crossed, feminine energy can become extremely powerful, destructive, reaping pain upon those who seek pain upon them, who have laid hands upon them without permission, who have beaten, battered, bruised, tortured. It is a defense mechanism, not seeking vengeance, not seeking pain, but standing up for themselves. As if you light the flame to the witch tied to the cross to burn them alive. And the witch is a vessel to source, the creator, holding power that's able to stop this fire. And at the same time, placing the fire under your feet, burning you for what you wish to happen to others will happen to you. This is all about karma, right? This is all about karma happening, and this is what karma is. Be wise in your choices, in your thoughts of how you wish upon others' lives to be. For if you choose incorrectly, the flame will be on thee. If you choose wisely, however, burning what must be burnt, great rewards will come to you and blessings you have earned. This is balance. This is speaking your truth. This is standing up for you. Not just you, but the entirety of the world the moon holds. The moon holds the world. Remember, feminine does not hate masculine, for not all masculine are weak. For not all masculine fear feminine. And they know this to be true. You know it deep in your heart to be true too. Okay, the meditation afterwards, 5-minute meditation afterwards. Thank you, Divine Mother, for sharing wisdom and intelligence, for sharing understanding of balance and key, and how important it is to defend thee, not to wish harm upon others, yet defend thyself when others wish harm upon you. That's seeking justice, not vengeance. Seeking peace and truth. fighting for your right to exist, fighting for your existence when you must. You do not have to lay down and allow others to beat you, harm you, torture you, physically harming you. You must stand up. Defend yourself when necessary. Do not lay down and feel as though the guilt and shame consumes you with the mentality of you deserving it. You do not deserve it. Set yourself free. Find your willpower in your lower chakras. You hold the power of birth. You have the strongest connection to this planet. For everyone, at one time, has birthed. This is not a competition or a time for comparison. This is a time for balance, for unity, integrity, respect, dignity, a sense of one's own self, own meaning, own representation. Not for anyone to take away or claim as their own. Okay. And that was all. When I'm doing the scrying and the meditation, I'm recording myself and then I'm writing this back out because I'm really not aware. I am a vessel. I am just doing this to get messages for guidance and support for all of us, okay? We are all in this together. And so these are all messages for all of us here at this time. And maybe you resonate with one part, but not another. Maybe you have some questions. You're welcome to put some questions in the comment section below. Ask anything that you would like. I find it interesting right now as I read this, the word own, O-W-N, how own can be defined as a possession, and also how own is ownership of like your feelings. So there's something to do with that word, that three-letter word, own, but a sense of one's own self, own meaning. I did write that down. So right at the end, I saw an eye. Now, yesterday, scrying had that evil eye was present. So it may be important for you to protect yourself and make sure that you're doing a protection cleansing, energy cleansing of some sort, or meditation. Archangel Michael is wonderful to call upon for that. I had a sudden head pressure, felt heavy, a heavy head. Slouching was a download I received. Posture. They want to help with posture. It enhances longevity. And earlier today, my card, the longevity is making me think of a turtle. And earlier today, for my angel card of the day, I pulled Heal Away Addictions. And there was an angel holding an abalone shell, and it had a waterfall coming out of it, and there was a turtle at the bottom. You may want to watch that short reading. It enhances longevity and is how the vessel is to be cared for that is holding your soul. They're talking about the body, how important it is for us to care about our posture and our health and our body. And posture is important because it keeps our spine straight and enhances longevity and is how the vessel is to be cared for that is holding your soul. Then I saw a teardrop, heard the words, release guilt and shame, release control, allow spirit, the divine, to help guide your soul. That is the message that I have for you all today. It's a big one, and I'm definitely a bit tired from this. I could feel a little bit more. I could really go on a little bit longer, but I'm actually going to stop here. I really am grateful for it. I say that, and then I look over and remember the very first stone. I do have to share this with you before we go. The very first stone that came to me today before any reading that I done was the picture jasper. This guy right here. I don't know if you can see him really good. But the picture jasper, this I have many pieces of picture jasper, but this piece in particular stands out because it looks like a crocodile to me, or an alligator. It's like his eye is right here, and then he's got the smirky grin, and then right through here it's like all of his scales and such. So the picture jasper, we know that it's grounding stone, and it's very good to help ground yourself and get you close to earth. So one of the things that I want to say about the picture jasper is, just leave it right here to see. There you go. You can see it that way. So I will read an excerpt out of my crystal Bible here about picture jasper. It is said to be the Earth Mother speaking to her children. It contains a message from the past within its pictures for those who can read it. It brings to the surface hidden feelings of guilt, envy, hatred, and love, and thoughts that are normally pushed aside, whether from the present or past lives. Once the repression is released, they are seen as lessons along the way. This stone instills a sense of proportion and harmony. Picture jasper brings comfort and alleviates fear. It stimulates the immune system and cleanses the kidneys. So I'm not sure so I found that all fascinating because it's very relative to everything today that I've said. And also even the cleansing of the kidneys was a message from my scrying session yesterday, because I kept seeing orange and grapefruit and a lot of other messages. And also I felt it in my side. So it helps cleanse the kidneys. So if you have kidney issues, I recommend grabbing a picture jasper. There was also a card that I pulled earlier about being harmonious, and I'm not sure, that may have been in the birthday reading of the day. It's fascinating that it brings to the surface hidden feelings of guilt, envy, hatred, love, and thoughts that are normally pushed aside, because that's also what this whole scrying message is about, and a lot of it about balancing feminine and masculine energy. So share in the comments below how this relates to you. I hope you have a very cosmic kitty cat day, and to night. Meow. Signing off.